Warning, F-bombs are armed and will be dropped. So, in 2016, when the Republicans pretty well wiped out the Democrats in Congress and took control of the White House, somebody said, this hasn't happened since 1928. Maybe it was 1926. Don't give a fuck. Either way, Cenk UYGUR. That name ring a bell to anybody? Yeah. He got real snarky on Twitter and said something to the effect of, hey, wait, what happened in 1929? Oh, wow, he must be really wise and intelligent and smart, right? No, fuck no. He didn't read the tea leaves. He wrote them. I should say they wrote them. The progressives especially just waited for some tiny, tiny little thing, anything to happen, so that they could start screaming about how bad and awful and terrible Donny was, because, oh my God, he says mean things. He's horrible. He's a racist. He actually is kind of a sexist. He's a pig. That's the truth. All right. He's a racist and he's a hate monger. No. He's an ass. A thorough and complete ass. He's not a racist. He's no more sexist than anybody else. And that's the truth. Everybody is. The fact that he won, they had to take him down at any cost. So the first thing they did, they waited for one little thing. Anything. A downturn in the economy. A cyber attack and anything, and they were going to take advantage of it. And they made sure. Remember, the first impeachment crisis, what was it, 6 months into his administration? And they were already talking about it? Yeah, y'all keep forgetting that part, don't you? Now, they generally expected it to be something small. A war, an economic downturn that they could exploit to the max. They got a hell of a gift when Iran turned their new secret weapon loose, because they didn't actually have the ability to take on anybody in a nuclear war, but by goddamn, they could turn a virus loose and then it's anonymous. An outbreak? You don't say. That happens every fucking year. I remember, as the Wuhan thing started happening, that was my first thought. Wow, this is like every fucking year. This is exactly the pattern. It starts in Asia, and then it spreads around the world. Perfect cover. Hell, you couldn't have come up with a better plan than to just follow the natural cycle of things, could you? And then the progressives got their hands on those tea leaves, and oh, did they write a script. It was a beautiful script, too. Locked down half the fucking world, and some of it's still locked down. I mean, seriously locked down. Australia, Canada, parts of Europe, still on fucking lockdowns that don't even make any sense. A couple days ago, I guess, there was a court decision in California that said, no, you cannot close chapels anymore. Or you can't. My understanding is you can't selectively close any type of business. And the fact that they had targeted chapels for particular closures was not going to go over very well with His Honor. It was a good decision. I'm moving on. Up in Michigan, the governor, whose name I didn't even remember from before this, but by goddamn, I know Gretchen Whitmer's name now, don't I? She ordered the state police to throw nails in a parking lot to get people to not go to a chapel. It was one particular chapel. And in all due fairness, that chaplain was kind of shitposting in real life. Okay, still car services. What's the problem? California's no mandates and the crazy shit he tried to pull. I don't live that far from the border. I could literally pick a rock up and throw it, and it will get across in the state line. All right? Assuming that I don't hit a tree first. But I'm literally that close. In fact, I'm on the wrong side of the welcome to Nevada sign. You really want to shitpost a little bit, I guess you could say, because you haven't seen the sign, you think you're still in California, you must still be in California. No, it's about a quarter mile that way. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is this. 6 governors took special advantage of the tea leaves that they'd been given and wrote the script they wanted you to read. Anything, literally anything, to undermine the president. The governor of Puerto Rico and all of those relief supplies that got found in warehouses 6 months later. Oh, yeah, that. Let's not talk about that, right? Iran bombing Saudi Arabia. Okay. Officially, they were targeting U.S. military bases. But just don't. Don't waste my time with the official story anymore, because that's the first one I'm going to discount from basically 2019 on. They were targeting Saudi Arabia by saying that they were targeting American military bases. Kill a few Saudis, and what are the Saudis going to do about it? Right? Well, the Saudis are going to do a whole lot. All right? And I think we may have seen just a little bit of what they're really capable of. I'm not going to come out and say it, but I think the Saudis got their payback pretty hard. Leave that out there. And then COVID. And it was just the perfect tea leaves. Cenk didn't read tea leaves. He helped write them. You can believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You can call me crazy. You can call me a whole lot of things, and some of it's true. What I'm not is wrong. Yeah, you can actually be crazy and right at the same time. Don't believe me? I don't give a fuck. Go look at George Patton's entire life. In the meantime, keep calm and mandatory carry on.